So I'm making this really late just because I don't know, maybe because Cartethia is like out and maybe people have pulled for Zani or whatever, but it's basically 4 days and 18 hours left of Zani's banner. And if people had Phoebe, right, and they were like, oh, I might as well pull for her, but you know, held off to the end just because, you know, they didn't know if they really wanted her or not. But basically, I just want to do like a damage comparison between either of the two. So it's like, if you want to get Zani for your Phoebe so she can do, you know, or so you can make Phoebe the sub DPS or whatever, and then have Zani do all the damage that you can, or you just keep using Phoebe and make her as like your main DPS, and you can just save your, you know, your Asteroid for a different character, then there you go. But it's just gonna be a damage test between the two, and yeah, that's about it. I'll show the build for both of them and the team, but basically with Zani, she might have a bit of an edge just because her skills are 10 to 10, right, besides the normal attack obviously, and you know, 61 basically plus 32, so 93 crit, 273 crit damage, yada yada. All right, build. All right, there you go. Phoebe, we have pretty good, and then all that stuff, if you care about it. Her talents are 999, so if the damage is off or if one person is higher than the other, then you'll know why. But this is just, you know, like a general idea of how each character works, and hopefully it'll help you, maybe, I don't know. And then Rover, it's gonna be with Phoebe, so the damage on her won't be too high, and she's on like some she is not built at all. Ah, look at it. Okay, but it doesn't matter because the whole point of Rover is to apply the frazzle, and that's the job. Hopefully it can do okay. I don't know why I'm using this, but we'll go with it. All right, this is just to give you a vague idea. We're gonna do the test in Hazard Tower, obviously the middle one. It's buffed for Spectral, so I guess it'll be fine. But I'll probably do it on only the dragon and try and keep it short just so you can, you know, make do with what information you get. And I'll try and run it to where, you know, I think it's fine, because I'm not going to do one run only because I think I'll probably mess up knowing how I play. But I'll do a couple runs, and then I'll select the best one and show that one off. And yeah, that'll be about it. So we're probably going to do dragon only, and we'll use this team, and then for the other team it'll just be this as its replacement. All right, hopefully it all goes well, but you'll see which one is. All right, that kind of went, you know, how I expected. Zani obviously is a lot faster than Phoebe, just because, you know, Zani's in like an actual main DPS compared to Phoebe, so it makes sense. But I also changed the build of my rover just because, you know, I try to give it a bit more of a fair comparison. I had what I had the 5-star weapon on with this ratio, and then this, it's not fully built and it's not like something really good. I just put it together really quick. And honestly, if you don't care too much about time, right, because I did 3 other tests, hopefully I like showed like the end of each of them, but technically I did 3 total tests in total, or like 3 total runs. And for Zani it was typically a minute, like around that time, and then with Phoebe it was like a minute 30. So if you don't care too much about time and trying to live like a bit on the edge, then, you know, if you have Phoebe, then she's fine as, you know, standalone. But with this tower, you got like an extra 2 frazzle because of like skill, and the amount that Rover applies is 6 with her ult. So future towers, I don't know if you could, you know, get a bit more damage, but who knows. But yeah, that's basically about it. If you have Phoebe and you want Zani, then I'd say it's worth it, just because, you know, it's faster, and Zani's, in my opinion, like a lot of fun. If you don't want her, then who cares, okay? And you have Phoebe, then who you know, who cares? All right, she's good alone. She's good with the rover team. You know, it's not terrible. I mean, if your rover was probably built a lot better than mine was, you'd probably gain, you know, 10 to 20 more, or like you'd shave off 10 to 20 more seconds. So there's that. But that's kind of about it. I mean, it's just a short damage test to see, you know, who's a bit better. And I mean, obviously Zani's a lot stronger, just because, you know, Phoebe applies a lot more frazzle and Zani uses it. So yeah, don't think I have anything else to say other than good luck, and I'm sorry this was last minute. And if this isn't out in time, then I don't know. It's just a damage test, and if you were saving it off for maybe a rerun of Zani, then there you go. Okay, but yeah, that'll be it for me. I don't really got anything else to say, but yeah, see ya.